Raphael here, and I'd like to say congratulations to America's high school class of 2020. You're on the precipice of your college career. But before you get there, you're going to have to write an admissions essay. Here's 5 tips to guide you. You've chosen a universal, relatable topic for people of today. Great! But it won't do you any good if you bury it. If you're into your second paragraph and you still haven't brought up your school shooting yet, you might want to make some edits to get into it a little quicker. The end of your first paragraph. That's about where we should be introduced to the inescapable nightmare that you've surely experienced. This brings us to your thesis statement. If it's, I don't want to be shot at in school anymore, why don't you want to be shot at? Is it because you can't be expected to learn in an environment where your life is under constant threat? Is it because this is entirely avoidable, yet the adults who are supposed to protect you stand by and do nothing? Or is it because your bulletproof backpack, a real product, is too heavy? Any of these things would help put a finer point on this super common occurrence, unfortunately. Right now, if you're thinking, why are you assuming I've survived a school shooting? Or, I couldn't even imagine a shooting happening at my school. That's absurd and incredibly sad. You're not wrong. You're just in the wrong place. You want our tips for non-American students because you're clearly not from here. But don't worry, we folded in some tips for you as well. A good way to get overlooked is by using stock phrases. Here's an example from Ludmila P. in Sao Paulo. Nelson Mandela once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." Opening with a quote is an overused device and a big no-no. Now, Teresa K. in North Carolina made a similar but different misstep. Webster's dictionary defines a school shooting as an attack at an educational institution involving the use of firearms. Boring, right? Try instead, school shooting is a term that is being constantly redefined by law enforcement and news organizations who don't always consider it to be a school shooting if it happened outside of school hours or if it occurred in an off-campus school event. That's how prevalent it is. They don't even count them anymore if it happened outside of school hours. Schools want to get a sense of your personality. Daniel S. from Melbourne did this by describing a family vacation. The sweet smell of freshly baked bread was my alarm clock in the villa overlooking the Italian countryside. The first place I ever called home and truly meant it. Aww, so sweet. Travis M. from Tennessee wrote, "I've most often been described as, and then a bunch of gibberish because their library was put on lockdown." At this point, I'm sure some people are still thinking, but I was told to write about a school club or a team that I joined. But the people who told you that probably went to school about 21 years ago. You know, before Columbine. For instance, Oliver G. of Kentucky wrote, "Oh, wow. I stand corrected. Actually, Oliver from Kentucky wrote about how much his shyness affected his social life until he joined the debate team, where he found a sense of belonging in a group of like-minded." That never happened! He was scared to go back to school after an attack in the cafeteria. And that's all there is to it. Stay tuned for our next video, Tips for Applying to Jobs, where you'll list how your school shooting will help prepare you for your office shooting. Because this crap doesn't stop in high school. Oh God. Hey, it's Raphael. If you like college humor and want to support us, sign up for Dropout. For the low price of a whole lot of straws per month, you'll get videos like this a whole week sooner, to chat with us live on the Dropout Discord, and exclusive content such as Troopers. Set a course for the Dread Cruiser. Set a course for the Dread Cruiser. Set a course for the Dread Cruiser. Sign up for your free trial today. You don't need all those straws. Give them to me.